They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake. Estes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here we go now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. Looking to throw. Estes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Williams, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, Estes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They go to Johnson again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he locates Walker, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The play clock's running down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The motion man here, Fleener. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw. Estes.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Johnson on the counter. Big hold of the 30. David Johnson on his way. 30. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 82 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is. Forbath out to kick this one away. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watching that, Marty. Now let's go. Gone. Now, here we go. Philly. All right, now, lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Gone. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Philly. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching that, Marty. Sonny. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Leopard.
Throwing on first down. Estes, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All right, now, look at 56.
The motion man here, Flainer. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw on 2nd down. Estes. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And the wideout in motion. To throw on 3rd down. Estes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Johnson running right. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw. Underneath for Johnson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So now it's 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off-play action. Estes.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Heaney coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumping it off for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Estes. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
No. Check. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. 3-19.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll send Ginn in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Estes. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Flainer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
No. Here we go. Back up. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
Williams, the man in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Estes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Estes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kindici in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Estes flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Forbath out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garner. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looking to throw. Estes. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down carry. It's Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. Estes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on third down. Estes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Alex McAllister. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady. Get those gains.
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 59 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. On first down, Estes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Off the play fake. Estes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Williams, the man in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Estes. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
When you've got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 3rd down, that's Logan. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Forbath will put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to throw. Estes. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off-play action. Estes. He'll buy some time right. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Gone. Over. Gone. No. Check. Leopard.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Gone. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Leopard. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. To throw on 2nd down. Estes. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
No. Check. Patriots. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And that's a big collision.